Hello guys, it's TMD back in the building, and we have a really nice project, as you can see, that has a lot of backstory. So this is, I think, the version 1 original Games Workshop Dark Angels Dreadnought. I purchased this, I think, in the early 1990s, and basically it's a long story. So basically, when I moved to Japan, my mother sent me all my stuff that I owned in the UK, and part of that consignment was my old Warhammer figures, what you want to call them. And unfortunately, when this was when I got it, the bottom lower coils, the foot on the right, had fully snapped. And this caused me a lot of issues in the last few days because I've had to pin it and then put epoxy on it. But generally speaking, it looks pretty good. It's not going to be clean by all means, because, man, I painted this in, like the early 1990s, and I've had this, all my figures, when they came back from Japan, I put them in a multitude of different paint thinners, acetone and whatnot. And honestly speaking, I don't know, this is crazy. Acrylic paint is the worst thing ever, man, to remove, especially when it's been stood for that amount of time. I think like 1992, we're talking like over 30 years ago or something like that. And I've had to basically spend a literal week of trying to get old acrylic paint out of the grooves and whatnot. I've actually used some BMC chisels as well to get into the grooves. I've re-panelled lined some sections. And what's kind of weird about this particular model is that there's actually quite little references on Google Images that I can find of this particular Dreadnought. There are some, but not many. Many of like the version 2, 3 and whatnot. And I remember when I painted this, it's a sad shame I didn't take any pictures of this before I removed the paint. I removed the paint off this in 2010, 11, right? And yeah, it was probably, when I got it, it was all scuffed up. Some of the metal, or lead, what you call it, some of it's got a bit damaged here and there. But generally speaking, as you can see, it's not too bad. Do you know what I mean? It's still bringing out the details. Now, the biggest thing that I've got is that I'm going to be painting this with Mr. Colour. And because of all my paints that are slowly drying out, I'm trying to like use as much paint up as possible before they go off. So I've got Mr. Colour 6 green, that's basic. And I've got this Russian green. So what the plan is that I'm actually going to have to do my own recipe and mix a tiny bit of black with this basic green. Put that as a base coat. And what is going on with this autofocus thing, man? It's annoying as hell. Sorry, guys. And I'm just looking at reference pictures online. The hardest challenge for me is going to be getting into the cracks and whatnot. I should have like done this separately, like as in doing the parts, but I just can't be asked. I think it's better just doing it like that when it's static. I know some people like to take the arms off and do them all nice and neat, but I think I should be quite good with that. The only issue is that when I start this and when I do the video tutorial of me doing this kit, is that basically, because I'm going to do all this in those greens, it's going to go over some of the details where I don't want it to be green, obviously. I think it's got a bolt gun underneath there. That'll be red. So I'm trying to be very strategic in what I do in terms of like how I airbrush this. Like there's some areas here that I don't in green, obviously. But I remember, like, I think if I can find my heavy metal magazine, it's in. I think this Dreadnought is actually in there, and I'll probably throw some pictures up on this video if I can find my book. But yeah, it's an exciting project. I managed to finally to drill out those holes on. I think is it the las cannon? I can't remember. Oh God, I forgot all the names of all the weaponry. I've drilled the holes in there. The exhaustion boosts, the back drilled holes in. I've had to add 2 wave coils in there. And actually this base will be the main base for this kit. I'm not quite sure whether I'm either going to do like an heavy old school metal style paint job, or I'm going to add that with kind of like weathering that I do for like mat kits or armor. Like I really want to put some pigments on the bottom base and like make a really nice cool little diorama at the bottom. So it's going to be a mix of 2 styles really. But yeah, that's going to be the next project as I'm doing the Raising Panther as well. I'm going to try and kill 2 birds with 1 stone, because, you know, like waiting for stuff to dry, and then I can flip back here and there, work on this. And that's it. So yeah, thanks guys for, I think I got some new followers actually. Thanks for subscribing and whatnot. And yeah, 2026, God, it's going to be a fun year, guys, for modeling. So hopefully I can get this back to what I would say to the standard that I've got to modeling now. Because I think when I painted this way back, you know what I'm talking about, guys. It wasn't the best. But when I did this at the time, it was like the best thing on planet Earth. The only thing as well was, I just checked online. I know you can get banners and stuff. Now, I'm in 2 minds whether to, I want to print, I want to use cardboard like the old school way, a thin card. And then if I can print or draw my own banner and put it on there with loops. Or the other option is I just print it offline, but that's kind of cheating. I want to go back to like the original thing, do you know what I mean? So the banner's going to be a bit of a challenge as well. And I think on the actual heavy metal one, the painter actually did like a mural on that side. Oh yeah, shit, I forgot. I don't have any decals. I have to go to the Warhammer shop to get some decals. And oh shit, I've just dropped it. Oh God. Oh, it survived. It survived. I know that I'm going to be dropping this a few times, but just to quickly show you guys, as I've got back into a bit of Warhammer, these are the Deathwing Knights that I did. I'll just quickly show you these. I don't think I'm going to make a video on these. These need a little bit more touch up, but these were a lot of fun to do. And I know like these are kind of old now, but getting back to this is pretty insane. I had fun doing them. They're not perfect by all means, but yeah, it's kind of interesting to get back in the hobby. I think that's the captain, I believe, and I think there's a squad of 5. Big shout out to Nico and Esco as well. They said that, oh Darren, you know, it's really nice. And I'm like, really? I don't know if they're being polite or not, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just too, what's the word, too critical about what I do all the time. You can see it in the light there. But yeah, just a lot of fun, man. A lot of fun doing these, and it brought back a lot of happy memories with me. My friend Joseph. Joe, if you're watching, probably not, but big shout out to Joe. He's the guy that got me really into Warhammer. But yeah, I mean, not bad for a guy that's I haven't painted for like, you know, over 30 years, especially with Warhammer stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff I need to learn. There's a lot of stuff that I could have done better. But, you know, saying that, I think for an old dog like myself, it's not bad. But yeah, those are the nights and stuff like that. So anyway, guys, I'm waffling on, and this camera is really pissing me off. And I'll catch you on the next one, and I'll do an update very, very soon, guys. Take care. Peace. TMD out.